Hello, 6th grade. It's me, your English teacher, Dana. Today, we are going to start with the story of this unit. This is a problem for Patrick. So, let's start. So, in our lesson today, students should be able to listen and read the story, recognize and understand the ideas of the story, and recognize the new words and the meanings of them. A problem for Patrick. Look at the pictures in your student's book. What can you see in the picture? Yes, Alex and Phoebe are flying. Yes, but Patrick isn't with him. What do you think? Yes, maybe because Patrick don't like flying or something else. Look at the title, A Problem for Patrick. Maybe there is a problem with Patrick, so he can't fly with his friends, Alex and Phoebe. Let's read the paragraph, then discuss the ideas in each paragraph. Listen. Phoebe and Alex read the instruction very carefully. They were both a bit nervous, so Phoebe and Alex read the instructions, تعليمات, very carefully. How they read the instructions? Yes, very carefully. This is an adverb. They were a bit nervous. They were what? Nervous, متوترين. But they understood how to fly the jetpacks now. So, when they read the instructions, they knew how to fly the jetpacks. Phoebe looked up the sky, but she couldn't see Patrick anywhere. Okay, this is it, she said. 1, 2, 3, go! Alex and Phoebe pressed the yellow button and up they went. So when they pressed the yellow button, they what? Yes, flew away. It was an amazing feeling as they went higher and higher. So they were very excited. The main idea in this paragraph, Phoebe and Alex try to fly their jetpacks, but Patrick doesn't. Paragraph number 2. Where shall we go? Alex called out to Phoebe. Let's fly to the mountain over there, Phoebe shouted back. They pressed the orange button to go higher. Look at the cable car, exclaimed Phoebe. They also saw some people climbing who looked so small below them. Why these people looked so small? Yes, because Alex and Phoebe flew away, yes. Isn't this fantastic? Alex shouted. Yes, it's so exciting, replied Phoebe. They were so happy. Look at these two questions. What did Alex and Phoebe saw? Excellent, they saw some people climbing. Number 2, were they excited? Of course, they were. Let's complete. The two children flew twice around the big mountain with their jetpacks. Who are the two children? Excellent, Alex and Phoebe. Then they pressed the green button because they wanted to fly more quickly. So, why did they press the green button? Excellent, because they wanted to fly more quickly. They were heading back towards the park and then past the park towards the sea. "Hey, Alex!" shouted Phoebe. "Where is Patrick? I can't see him anywhere." "Him" refers to Patrick. Here, Phoebe noticed that Patrick wasn't there. "What did Alex answer Phoebe? Don't worry. I'm sure he's okay." Alex and Phoebe flew over the beaches and the sea and then over the fields and the woods. Finally, they followed the river and flew back out over the sea. But there was still no sign of Patrick. Phoebe was getting worried. He was too impatient to listen, so he doesn't really know how to fly his jetpack, she thought. So, why did Phoebe think about Patrick? Yes, she thought that he doesn't really know how to fly his jetpack. She was so worried about Patrick. Look at this question. Why did they press the green button? Why? Yes, as we said, because they wanted to fly more quickly. The next one. Why did Phoebe feel worried? Why? Because she thought about Patrick. Yes. What happened next? Let's read. A second later, Alex saw Patrick. He was high up, but he was falling down through the sky very fast because he had no control over his jetpack. So, as Phoebe thought, he couldn't fly his jetpack, yes. With his arms, he was making movements like a swimmer. Yes, because he can't fly his jetpack, or he had no control over his jetpack. He was making movements like a swimmer, but much faster. It looked funny, but Alex and Phoebe didn't laugh. They knew that their friend was in trouble. Trouble means problem, مشكلة. So, what happened next? Alex saw Patrick, yes. Why was Patrick falling down? Why? Yes, excellent, because he had no control over his jetpack. Did Phoebe and Alex laugh when they saw Patrick? Of course no. Why? Yes, because they knew that Patrick was in a problem. Did they help Patrick? Let's read. "We need to get closer to tell him what to do," Phoebe shouted. So, we thought that Phoebe and Alex wanted to help Patrick. Yes, she and Alex. She is Phoebe, yes, and Alex stayed side by side. They pressed the orange button and then the green one to fly up nearer Patrick. Yes. Then they pressed the blue button so that they started going down next to him. Patrick looked very scared. So the idea in this paragraph that Phoebe and Alex tried to help Patrick, and Patrick looked very scared. "Quick! Press the yellow and the blue buttons together," Alex and Phoebe shouted. They heard a whoosh as Patrick's parachute opened. So, how did they help Patrick? They told her that to press blue and the yellow buttons together. What happened after that? Excellent. They heard a whoosh as Patrick's parachute opened. This is the sound of Patrick's parachute. And they knew that their friend was now safe. So, did they help Patrick? Of course, yes. How? By telling him what he had to do. As Alex and Phoebe landed safely with their jetpacks next to Patrick and his parachute, the man from the jet hire stall was walking over to them. "Well done, young man," he said to Patrick. "I was worried for a few moments, but it's great that you knew about the emergency buttons." So Phoebe and Alex did a good job with Patrick, yes. What is the main idea of these two paragraphs? That the children landed safely with their jetpacks. At the end, Alex and Phoebe looked at each other, and Patrick was very quiet. He was glad to see a yellow glow nearby. "Thanks, you too," he said, as they walked together towards the gate that was closed. Then they were gone in a flash. So at the end, you're gone in a flash. So that's it for today. In the next lesson, we are going to talk about the value of the story and answer the questions on students' book and workbook. So please be ready.